Fixed. Thank you for letting me know. Uh, I yeah, it was a Windows update day, I guess, yesterday, which always messes up my microphone settings. And the worst thing is, it's at like the end of an evening or something, usually when I shut down my computer and it informs me that it has to update. So I don't even like remember by the next day when I turn it on that I need to update my microphone settings. Well, hey, what's up, atheologist and Nezimu? Let's see what we can get done today. We've had a couple days off here for family stuff, which has been really fun. We actually dodge Dest here somehow. I don't know how we get skipped out of this game actually. Maybe it actually started before we queued. But also trying to match ante with somebody is pretty hard with this lobby, so it has to balance this somehow. Made a rule I can only play on the weekend. Whatever works, whatever is practical for your life situation is a good way to restrict yourself and give yourself time for other stuff. I know some people like definitely have like one of the things that I get when I talk to people like about video games, like we somehow end up on the topic. Like, oh, what video games do you play? One of the most common things that people say to me is I get too addicted. I can't play video games at all. And and so they've just banned themselves completely from playing video games ever, which I get. That's you have to know your own personality and what works for you. But it is always funny to hear. I mean, that's why I quit WoW. Yeah, fair enough. It is really easy for that game in particular, unless you're really good at like setting limits for yourself and stuff to take over. Because there's always like something else you can do. There's always a new character to make, always a new dungeon to do. And like especially once you get into like having multiple characters and trying to do like raids and I don't know, Mythic Plus arenas and you're trying to do that on all of your characters because there's benefits. Yeah, it's actually pretty rough. It's pretty easy. But it's also just like actually such a good game that it's also relaxing in a way that I think that other games are not always. Like you can play WoW in like a relaxing mode. So yeah, I definitely knew people in college and stuff who had a very negative impact on their life by playing WoW too much. Interestingly, I have a very unique way. I don't know if it's unique. I've heard of other people who do this as well, and I actually think that right now streaming is not actually that different. But I mean, I played WoW like very heavily, like in college and my last years of high school, and I was in a top tier for the time rating guild, which was like a pretty large commitment to be honest. But if I look at it like I don't know, ob- like objectively, like I just see like what happened and stuff, like especially with my grades. My grades actually went down when I stopped rating. And part of it was that I had kind of organized my entire life around like this like rating schedule. So I knew when I had to study and I knew when I was going to be playing. I knew what very organized about like when I was spending time with friends and when I was writing, very organized about when my classes were and when I could do certain things in WoW to like prepare for my raids. Like so I actually had like a it was a very like it was very bad for my social life and stuff in college for sure. But I really did organize my time very, very efficiently because of WoW. And when I stopped playing WoW, I very much um, didn't have the same impetus to organize things in the same way. And yeah, I think it did hurt my grades, and it took some adjustment period because at that point I had spent like a few years like doing that. And how that relates to like right now playing Direct Strike and like trying to stream it more and stuff like that, it is very, very heavily how do I say, it's a big time commitment. It's actually a big time commitment, and I have to be very organized in my life. I wake up every day and I'm thinking like, okay, how can I like prepare to get my stream ready? What do I need to prepare in order to have lunch during my stream that I don't have to like take a long break, like 3 hours into my stream so that I can eat something? How do I arrange my social stuff so that I actually have like so that I can pick up like I don't know. I don't want to like miss out on like social occasions, but you have to be organized about it, about like when you're going to them, what you commit to, etc. Why did I guess I could have expected this. Um anyway, yeah, Numby is saying I have the same experience, but instead of grinding WoW or something, it was student life volunteering. The years where I had less volunteering, studies were worse. Yeah. Yeah, organizational stuff is tough. I don't know if I said it already, but GG. Hello, the game well played. There's some funny Gertie's is like very focused on the fact that what are we doing here? Probably just play Crypt Lord, right? There's some question about Teal not using any of his rerolls, despite them being free and despite there being like a strictly better option actually than keeping the rerolls that he had, which is not that common, right? Like most of the time there is not going to be a situation where you actually truly have like, okay, this is like strictly better than that in your rerolls. Like there's always like an argument that you could make that keeping a certain unit or whatever is better. We have a Huntress Mirror in the bottom lane. Okay. Dark Ranger. I don't know about that one. Let's see. We have a lot of options ourselves here. What I'm curious about is knowing I don't get to save Lightning Shield into this next lane, but I think we needed to do this in order to win firmly here. Oh, we get most of a footman down. That's something. So we see a Garg and a Bear here. I don't want to overproduce that much stuff, but as long as I have Murgles, I'm actually not that scared of the Bear, right? I think I'm probably going to play forward at this point. I think because he saw the archers, I think it's pretty unlikely that he continues to make more Gargs, but let's see. Unfortunately, now we are possibly Dryad locked, which is really bad, but hopefully, depending on the order of kills here, maybe it could be like, okay. Okay, uses a Frost Nova here. That's good for me. Alright. I can't really make any more archers yet. I'm not really sure that I should tech here. Like, I can make Fairy Dragon, but I'm actually not even sure if it's good yet. I almost want him to commit more into bears. This gives me a chance to potentially buy orb. Should I buy an orb here? I think I need to. Unfortunately, our team has really, really done poorly here. Our bottom lane is, I guess, unwinnable, and because of that, he is just pretty much feeding. Although it actually kind of looks like, yeah, I don't know. Whatever. We tried. We tried the best we could. I mean, it's just the sad thing about this is that our lane is like very below an MMR, and our two allies have like higher MMR than their lane opponents. And they couldn't manage to make it work. All right, building Makuras into Huntresses. I mean, it's not bad, right? Actually, pretty decent, especially into like a bunch of these guys. We have a little bit of an angle here. Almost purple overstack here. Might have gotten us back in it.
More gold is required.
Yeah, purple does overstack here. Also, I mean, it is also funny that Teal says no to buying silence, given that, like, he's into a Lich and Shadowhunter and stuff. But it's like, why buy? Why would you use silence for? What is that even for? Who would buy that?
Your building is complete.
Take your time. Look around.
Yeah, that's the plan. So I'm not bloodlusting right now. I mean, our time is basically over because they have Shadowhunter and stuff. But I do think that stacking is our only actual plan, so that's what I'm going for. My teammates are just like actually hard throwing this game, so it is what it is. You can only do so much, to be honest. And this is like one of those games that's like actually impossible because your teammates are just like. We gave our teammates everything they needed to win this game. Let me just put it that way. But sometimes it doesn't matter how much you give them. We had somebody not re-roll anything. You had somebody playing Huntresses and hoping, trying to play Huntress Mirror using Dark Ranger. I mean, it is what it is, right? He still doesn't have silence, so can't interrupt the Death and Decay. He does clear here, though. I mean, that's really good news for me.
Your building.
I mean, Teal does get TC here. I mean, that is really good for us. It's a little bit of a shame that our lane has been so heavily punished. I probably do need to start buying like Hippo Riders at this point just to be able to actually clear. It's either that or I could just go MGs. Honestly, MG's probably not bad here at all. Like, we want stuff that's gonna like basically like soak up the rejuve the most efficiently. They're not super great into the bears, but they're good into everything else, so I think I'm gonna try it.
We can't build there.
I don't think that there's a win just in like overpowering all of this because of all the shadow hunters, but maybe there's a win in here somewhere using just like purely playing for stack. I guess I need like a little bit more damage. If I'm not clearing here, it's not quite good enough. Like, even if I stack here, the problem is the double stack. See, he doesn't bother to take silence here, so he can't stop the Death and Decay, unfortunately, but maybe on the next wave we'll be able to do this. The only problem is that next wave he has Big Bad Voodoo, so I don't really know. I don't know if it'll work or not.
Your building
I think I want to start getting a little bit of damage,
we can't
because that way, if we do eventually stack, we actually have a way to win. I think we're getting bloodlust here. Oh. They just have two big bad voodoos now, so it's like really fucking hard, right? I mean, we're scaling pretty well here. It's just, can we actually turn the page? Can we turn the corner here? We definitely need some damage now, so unfortunately we do have to delay our hero. We just have to be able to actually kill our lane, and we currently cannot do that.
More gold is Our time is short. More gold is required.
For a second here. Might as well just turn on fucking bloodlust.
I'm awake.
Those have silence now, that's good.
your building
More gold is required. More gold is required. More gold is required.
insufficient gold.
Okay, it's big bad voodoo. Yeah, it's a little bit of a shame blue got natural TC here, but I guess we also got natural TC. Well, I can firmly say that yeah, our teammates we did really well there actually. I mean, it is possible that I could have tried playing like a different type of game there where I rather than playing for a stack, we play for power. Like I could have made a lot of hippo riders or something. Um I didn't feel like that would have definitely dealt with the big bad voodoo better. Like I could have actually killed stuff, but then I still don't think that that's a win. Like I could have rolled for a second hero and tried to get something to deal with the big bad voodoo. Again, as like a little bit of a hard situation there. Oops. We'll see if our allies can do a little bit better this game. That would be great. But I'm into freaking Dest, so we have a pretty fucked spot to begin with. Not that we have a terrible draft or anything. It does suck to win your lane. It's hardest last game and not even have a chance, not even feel like you have a chance. I'm probably just gonna skip here. There's no reason to play 4 footman. Alright, it's ghouls. Wait, you seriously only built 4 ghouls here? What the fuck?
Research complete.
This is a streaming penalty, by the way. The streaming penalty is that he knows that I skip way too often in second position because if my first position doesn't win, so he probably thinks he can get away with 4 ghouls, which he can here. Or he fucking misclicked or something. But most likely he's doing this because he watches my stream and he knows that I skip like a decent amount here. Especially with footmen.
Your building is complete. Your building is complete.
Evil is near.
Fortunately, he gets the better hero here, so we kind of get owned. We do force him to build like one one of these guys, but that's not exactly terrible, is it? Alright, Dryads are useless, and basically we can't build any more footmen either. So the only real choice here is if we want to orb, or we want to go up. And I think I'm just going to go up. Interestingly, he goes for Chain Lightning here. He does go for... Lil Raiden, despite getting pinged, is not going to play forward. I'm pretty sure our tower's just gone here.
Your building is complete.
I don't think we have a real shot at saving it. Chose Banshee here. We actually give our teammates like almost a clean lane here. This lane is pretty brutal. Is massively outgunned here. Having Sork into a summoner hero plus statue necro. And then unfortunately the stalled lane is not good for us, but is what it is.
Your building is complete. Your building is complete.
Good news is he does clear. That's actually really important. That is a lot of Sorks.
More gold is required.
Your building is
Fortunately, we got the wrap on us, which is a major problem because, I mean, it's just because they leaked so much shit.
We must lend aid.
I need to just go to tier 3 here.
Say the word. What do you need?
I'm pretty sure I just need to like start building rifles just in case this is Destro's. Okay, we do die here. That's really good.
Your building is
Say the
complete.
word. On my way. Aye, yes, my liege. What do you need? Aye, orders.
Your building is
Guess I should have played forward here. Try again to make a stack. We've regened a little bit of health on the tower. That's good. And next turn we'll have tier 3. We'll see if that works. Okay. Alright. Alright. I like this.
What do you need? On my way. Can I help you?
Your building is complete.
The question is will we get there in time?
Say the word. Research complete. Orders?
We must lend aid to our allies.
Yes, my liege. Yes, my liege. Evil. This better be. You have a target? The restless dead await as the shadow. What does the shadow do? Aye, sir. The dead shall serve for the Lich King. What does the shadow do?
We must lend aid to our allies. Your building is complete. Your building is
I get the feeling that those hippos are not going to stop leaking, but the thing is, I only actually have 4 footmen anyway, so I think plus with like frenzied quaddles, maybe it'll be okay. If I don't have enough, I'll buy a Hydra. I do, right?
your building is complete.
Okay, alright. Hippos get cleared. Warden's pretty decent into them.